Hello everybody, welcome to One Drink, a podcast where we talk about one topic for one drink. I'm Matthew.
And I'm Oliver.
And today we're going to be talking about the 1960s. The whole decade where TVs were black and white, the Beatles were everything, JFK.
Yep.
I mean, a lot happened.
There was some funky stuff going on in the 70s. I mean, obviously
60s.
Or in the 60s.
Yeah.
Normal then. Very strange now.
Yeah. Some of the things that went on.
Yeah.
It's just night and day.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just stuff that was totally average and normal then. You look at now and you're like, oh my God.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
probably a felony.
Right. What?
They used to do what?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are going to go over all of that.
Yeah, there's going to be a ton of stuff about the 60s.
Yeah.
Doing all the research on this, I can see where a lot of things, came from that kind of exist today or where it came from.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great show. It's going to be a great way to kick off season 4.
Yeah, for sure.
So
could you imagine, though, living back then?
it would be so weird.
It would be
so weird. It'd be kind of cool, though.
Just to, adjust to, the lifestyle back. Because it was obviously way simpler back then,
Yeah, in some respects, yeah, for sure.
Without the social media, without the it was just you and who you were with.
Yeah.
You weren't with a million other people,
Right, yep.
Crazy.
But there's,
The good old 60s.
The good old 60s.
So the one thing that I didn't know is in the 1960s, I did not know that the Flintstones started way back then.
Yeah, it's an old show that's still relevant to this day, too.
I just seen an episode the other day.
Yep.
So when I read that, I was like, the Flintstones? They've been around that long?
Yeah.
Holy
crazy.
shit.
Like 60 years.
60
They've been around.
years.
It's nuts.
Man.
Nuts. One thing that I'm glad is not around or a thing anymore is smoking on planes.
Oh, could you imagine? No.
I mean, and this is coming from a former smoker, too. I mean, I was a smoker for a long time.
Yeah.
And I couldn't imagine being stuck in a metal tube 6 miles up, going 600 miles an hour, just encased in smoke.
And back then, everyone smoked.
Oh, yeah.
They were just like...
Right. And can you imagine that, though, on a plane for 3-4 hours going across country or going international?
Yeah.
Being stuck on a plane for 15-16 hours?
And back then it was the norm.
Oh my God, I feel like that would be like a new thing, like for torture. You know what I mean? Like, how do you torture somebody? Put me in a plane for 6 hours.
You're going
people smoking. Like, oh my God, it'd be. Oh, can you imagine what you'd smell like getting off that plane?
Oh yeah,
just.
I can remember
reeking of smoke.
I can remember just, we'll say the 80s maybe, like smoking in the malls.
See, I still remember like restaurants and bars.
Yeah.
Being able to smoke, but I don't remember like the malls and stuff.
Yeah,
like
that was when I was really young. But I can remember going through the mall, and just people smoking.
That's nuts. That's nuts.
So also in the 60s, millions of fans were shocked when Norma Jean, Marilyn Monroe, passed away.
Yeah.
She was hot.
I mean, she was Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
She was an icon of the day.
And, she obviously dated JFK, which he was huge in the 60s as well, But, I remember I was at a fair, and, the poster game?
Yeah.
And, at the time, there was just thing about all these posters, and then, bam, Marilyn Monroe was right there.
Did you win it?
Of course I did. I was like, I'm getting that ping. I got it. So, yeah. Marilyn Monroe. Huge thing of the 60s.
Yeah. So in the 60s, there was this big advertising campaign about how to keep kids entertained and excited about eating breakfast, right? Because everybody knows breakfast is an essential meal They knew that in the 60s. What they got wrong in the 60s was what kind of foods to eat. Because when they finally figured out how to refine sugar, sugar went into everything.
Yeah.
Which sugars are the main cause of heart problems.
Mm-hmm.
Which in the 60s they thought was saturated fats. So there was like a smear campaign on like eggs and like all the stuff that's actually good for you.
Yeah.
And not on sugar. So one of the popular breakfasts in the 60s was cream of wheat. Hot cream of wheat, which one is disgusting.
Yes, I agree. Thank you.
I mean, it's nasty. Just first and foremost. Let me just get that out there. But then they came out with this campaign to add a scoop of ice cream on top of the hot cream of wheat.
Okay.
And they just pushed that super hard and it became like a popular breakfast.
And then that was...
So that's what they had kids eating was cream of wheat with
Here
ice
you
cream
go.
for breakfast. Right, and just put a scoop of ice cream on there.
I mean, I like ice cream, but...
Who just thought that was a good idea?
For
and they're
breakfast?
like, the ads were like, and your kids will love it too.
Mm.
It's like, yeah, of course they're going to love it. It's ice cream for breakfast.
Yeah.
Duh.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So also in the 60s, Martin Luther King, he had his speech, I Have a Dream, in front of 250,000 people, which is...
One of the most iconic speeches ever made.
It is sweet.
Yeah.
I love it. But also at the same time in the 60s, he got his Nobel Peace Prize, like I mentioned before, in I think a history show or something. So, yeah, he was a huge part of the 60s for
for
all
sure.
the stuff that he was doing.
For sure. All right, so here's one. So advertising back in the day, especially in the 60s, was... what's a good word for it? Entertaining?
Yeah. Well,
To look back at?
us looking at it now, of course,
It's felonious now. It's felonious.
I like that. Sophisticated
right.
word.
I'm telling you. Go back and watch that show. So, DuPont Corporation, they make cellophane.
Yep.
And they were really pushing their cellophane, their plastic wrap, back in the 60s. So there's this one advertisement where it says, the best things in life come wrapped in cellophane. So we'll put this up on the screen for you back here. It's a stork. And it's got a baby wrapped in plastic. And it's holding this baby wrapped in plastic.
Wow.
It's unbelievable. When I saw this, I was like, can you imagine if a company came out today with the tagline that says the best things in life come wrapped in cellophane, then there's a baby just wrapped in plastic?
They would be fired.
Oh my God, it would be awful. There's another one too that says, you see many good things in DuPont cellophane, and it's 3 babies. We'll put that one up there too. It's 3 babies just in a plastic bag with the top very clearly
tied,
twisted, and it's just like, you just know that they got like 4 or 5 breaths left before they're done.
Now, I wonder, like, so
it's nuts to me. Like, even in the 60s, like, I understand the imagery that they're trying to go with.
Yeah.
Babies are wonderful things. Plastic is a wonderful thing.
Right.
It's the correlation they're trying to make there. But babies wrapped in plastic is not a good...
Right.
Is not one of the best things in life unless you're a psychopath. You know what I mean?
The only outcome of that is...
it's death to babies. So it's like, if I use plastic, I'm going to kill babies? Is that what you're saying? It's 2 sides of that coin.
So
there. DuPont. Baby killers.
Killing it.
Oh, man.
So this one's for you. I know you're a Green Bay fan.
Yes, sir. Go Pack, go.
1967, first Super Bowl, Green Bay wins it.
You know who won the second Super Bowl in 1968?
Who's that?
Green Bay.
Oh, back to back.
Back to back, baby.
Wow.
Number 1 and number 2.
Yep, the first Super Bowl, they ended up beating the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Who won last year, but...
Whatever.
Right.
I don't really have anything against the Chiefs.
No, they're good.
I'll tell you what, though. The only reason Matt brought that up Just because he knows I'm a Packers fan.
Yeah.
And I can't wear any Packers-related anything on
You
this
didn't
show
find any...
because the green screen behind us picks up green on all of my Green Bay Packers stuff.
Yeah.
And it ends up looking like the background on my shirt. So I can't wear anything
Just a
green
see-through
on this
vision.
show, yeah.
But yeah, they won the first and 1968.
And
they won the second Super Bowl.
First and second Super Bowls.
Damn.
Go Pack, go.
That's crazy.
Yes, sir. All right. So one of the biggest fads in the 60s as far as food goes was Jell-O.
Okay, I can
They
see that.
Jell-O'd everything, including salads.
Like a Jell-O salad?
Like a Jell-O salad. So not only was there a salad-flavored Jell-O, which I'm not real sure about that one, but they also used to put all of the ingredients for a salad in a Jell-O mold.
Oh my God!
So you see the little curly with the
It's just
but there was like lettuce, radishes, olives, just in the Jell-O mold.
Yeah.
And you just, here's your salad. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Like, let me get a slice of that salad Jell-O.
Now, do you think...
if you ever throw a party here and I'm invited, I'm bringing you a Jell-O salad, I swear.
I was just going to say, so the next party or any event that we attend...
Salad Jell-O.
Just bring a salad Jell-O.
Hey, Matt, what do you want me to bring? Just bring some kind of dish to pass.
Yeah.
Ding! Bet.
I got it.
I got it.
Or just to anybody's house in general,
Yep.
They're like, oh, bring a dish to pass.
I'll leave the taco dip in the car, but I'll bring in the salad Jell-O.
Everyone's going to be like...
But like, it was a thing that retro is in.
Yeah. We're trying to bring back
we're not trying to bring that back. Or babies wrapped in plastic.
Well, no.
Or smoking on a plane. Or ice cream.
Shredded wheat.
Cream of wheat.
Cream of wheat.
Ugh. Technically, retro's out. Still.
So, obviously in the 60s, Beatles, in the beginning, everything. Later in the 60s, it was Elvis.
Yeah.
So, funny story that this one lady, super fan of the Beatles, she thought it was a brilliant idea, right? She's going to ship herself in a package to the Beatles, headquarters or whatever, wherever they stayed, right?
What?
She's going to ship herself in her friend helped her.
Did she wrap herself in DuPont cellophane?
She probably should have. I mean, that would have been the greatest thing ever. Oh, man. So, her friend helped her, right? Yeah. She didn't poke any holes in the box that she wrapped herself in. She got as far as the train station. So she did make it to the train station for shipping, but the box, she was running out of breath and she was trying to get out. She couldn't get out of her own box. So they seen her and,
got her out of the box.
Got her out and saved her.
Stupid,
right? I mean, I know
stupid ass.
I mean, I know the Beatles were huge, but to ship yourself to, just go to the concert. You know what I mean? Or
just go there. Just go there. Or why ship yourself all the way there? Why not just take the train, like in a seat, with a meal,
comfortably,
to the town,
right,
and then ship yourself from the town to...
Yeah. Well, she thought that she wasn't going to be able to get close to them because they were so popular.
Yeah, I totally get that. But why not ship yourself from the same town that you're going to get delivered to? Why didn't she just get on the train? One, she could have saved herself money on shipping because shipping a human-sized box, I'm sure, is just as much as a train ticket to sit on the train in a chair with air and food and water.
This is true.
And then when she got there, she could have just shipped herself from the hotel that she was staying at to wherever they were. That she would only have to be in the box for a day, not until she died.
True.
You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy to me. You idiot.
Yep.
So, ready? I'm about to piss probably 99% of the population off with this one.
Oh, yeah?
I am not a huge fan of the Beatles.
No?
Music. No.
Honestly, I never
I feel like my ratings on this show just went down.
I never really listened to them. I know a lot of their remakes.
Yeah.
That other bands have done. Yeah. But,
I mean, I don't dislike them. I don't think they were bad or anything like that. But, like I hear a Beatles song and I'm like, oh.
I'm the same way.
It's the Beatles.
I'm the same way.
People are like, oh man, yeah, the Beatles. Yeah. Turn it up.
Well, like you said before, it's a generation.
And I'm like,
yeah.
Next.
Yeah.
I'll hear it in a movie in 10 minutes.
Yep.
Because they're on everything.
It's definitely a generational thing.
Yeah. I just,
But yeah, I'm the same way. I'm not a...
If I never heard another Beatles song ever again, I wouldn't even care.
I'd be fine with it.
Yeah.
They just paved the way.
We're about to take a nosedive on this show, bro.
It's 2020, not 1960.
I like it. I like it. All right. So when you were a kid, did you ever have like a chemistry set or anything? Or anything kind of similar?
I guess Mr. Wizard.
All right. Yeah.
That guy?
Yep, I remember. All right. So the Gilbert chemistry set was a very popular children's gift in the 60s.
Okay.
And that was a cool thing back then. You know what I mean? You mix some stuff and mix a little smoke and you're cool. So this chemistry set, which was extremely popular, contained potassium permanganate, right? Which is a volatile chemical.
Sounds dangerous.
It also contained ammonium nitrate.
That sounds...
Ammonium nitrate is a chemical that's most commonly used in homemade bombs.
Okay.
It is the most commonly used substance in homemade bombs.
Here you go, little kids. You could be a scientist.
It also contained black powder.
Oh, shit.
So you're giving little kids little tubes of black powder, potassium permanganate, and ammonium nitrate.
Yeah.
And you were not supposed to mix those together.
So at a young age, as a kid, yeah, you're just like,
I'm going to take all these tubes and pour them on the floor.
Look at that.
I wonder how many kids blew up.
Oh, I mean, there's got to be...
I wonder if they got saved by the cellophane that they were wrapped in.
That could have been. DuPont killing it.
Killing it.
But I mean, yeah, so, I mean, there had to have been...
There had to have been accidents.
Yes. I mean, it's inevitable.
There had to have been.
You get them things mixed together.
Yeah.
See, the Mr. Wizard thing, I think he only had, was it like Play-Doh or something? It was
but
cheap.
it's stuff that's supposed to...
Nothing like that.
No, that stuff's not supposed to go together. It's stuff that real chemists play with, not 6-year-olds on Christmas morning.
Yeah.
In their grandparents' living room. There goes that rug.
Right. So, in the 60s, of course, on May 31st, a racing icon. This one for you. Mario Andretti wins the Indy 500, the only victory in Great American Race for the Andretti family.
Yep.
So, they're well known.
Oh, yeah. It's a huge
in
racing
the racing
family.
But yeah, in 1969, he won the Indy 500.
Nice.
Which
is cool. It's one of the
most
like notable races in America.
That's like the Super Bowl of racing, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. At least here.
Here, yeah.
Yep, 100%. All right, so all kinds of weird stuff got used in the 60s for building materials and all kinds of stuff, right? Namely asbestos. Everybody's familiar with it now. It's a very dangerous thing.
Super dangerous.
For your health. But it was used in ceiling tiles, and lead was used in everything.
Floor tiles.
One that got me. So fake snow was a big thing in the 60s. And I mean, it still is now, for decorations around the holidays.
Yeah.
Especially in places that don't get real snow. You know what I mean? Or in malls, for the Santa Claus.
Movie
you know what I mean?
sets.
There's fake snows, and they make it snow and it whatever. Yeah. You know what they used to make fake snow in the 60s?
What?
Asbestos.
Stop it.
100% asbestos.
Just killing people left and right. Hey!
You know, you got it around your living room, around your coffee table.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, for the holidays.
Wow.
Centerpiece at the dining room table. You know, Asbestos.
Yeah.
Just pick it up out of the box and just
Christmas.
just shake it around. Just shake it around. It looks so pretty.
And now, so Christmas is, one of the biggest celebrated holidays.
Yep.
People love to decorate their houses. So asbestos everywhere in the 60s,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Andersons, look at their house. It's full of snow.
Yeah. So, I read another thing. I don't have it here, but I read another thing. So, in 100 AD,
mm-hmm.
right? So, we're talking 1900 years ago.
Yeah.
This guy, asbestos, was used for stuff back then as well, right? And this guy recognized that his slavery workforce was getting sick when they were around this stuff.
Uh-huh.
But they were like, well, screw it, they're just slaves.
Right.
So who cares? We'll just go get more. It was like in Persia or something like that.
Egypt.
So it's been known for 2,000 years that this stuff is bad for your health.
Yeah. Yep.
And even just 60 years ago, they're just...
Here you go.
Oh, fake snow. Look, it's snowing on man's head. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, it's nuts, man.
Oh, man. So in 1969, Woodstock.
Woo!
One of the coolest, music festivals ever to take place, really.
Yeah. My mom went to Woodstock.
Happened in the 60s.
Yeah. Did your parents go to Woodstock?
I think my mom did flee down there to...
Yeah. I think we talked about this before on one of the history shows, too. And I'm pretty sure I said this before, but I'm pretty sure my mom went to Woodstock.
Yeah. It's funny talking about some of these subjects because when we do our history show...
Yeah. They correlate a lot.
All comes back, and then we're like, yeah, oh my God.
Right?
But yeah, Woodstock.
Yeah.
Happened.
I would have gone. I would have gone.
I would have so gone.
Yeah.
No matter.
Who would have been your favorite that was there?
Oh man.
Or who was your favorite rock band back in the day? Your favorite
growing up
rock band? Maybe not specifically from the 60s, but in that era of classic rock.
See, I was a drummer, so I always liked Motley Crue, Tommy Lee.
Okay.
So they stuck out to me.
Yeah.
So I was like, and them and, Metallica, maybe Pantera, but...
See, for me, man, it's AC/DC.
That's my mom's favorite band.
All day.
She loves AC/DC.
I would have seen them over any other band from back in the day.
Yeah?
Hands down.
Yep, that's my mom's favorite band.
Especially over the Beatles.
But if
AC/DC is better than the Beatles.
But if I was to see anybody, I would have loved to seen Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, well, I mean, you can't even disagree with that.
Could you imagine just...
Yeah.
He was good.
He was the best.
He was great.
He was the best.
And when he did his performance at Woodstock, he was on LSD.
Shocker.
Tripping.
Shocker.
But he killed it. He did the national...
Of course he did. Oh, yeah. Which still gets played to this day.
So, yeah, I would have loved to seen him.
Yeah. All right, so this is my last crazy thing from the 60s. So, flight attendants, or stewardesses as they were called, or referred to then, which is not, like, the best way to describe them now.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like a server now, like waitress, waiter. Now it's like server. You know what I mean? But anyways, so flight attendants back then were very strict. It was very strict on when airline companies would hire a flight attendant.
Yeah.
Like, very strict.
Really?
Like, illegal to require this kind of stuff now.
What
right?
are we talking about?
Here's the requirements that you had to meet to become a flight attendant.
Okay.
And this was all stuff on applications. Like, they would not hire people because they didn't fit these parameters.
And this was accepted.
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%. This was the norm. You had to be at least 20 years old. And no older than 27.
Nice.
Obviously, you also had to be female.
Yeah, of course.
You had to be thin and well proportioned.
Okay.
Direct quote. And you had to weigh no more than 140 pounds. So you had to weigh less than 140 pounds.
Yeah.
Also, you had to be at least 5'2".
Okay.
But no taller than 5'9".
Okay. Well, they don't. You don't want to
That
hit the ceiling.
That's not the reason.
I know.
Also, you had to be unmarried.
Okay.
And
there's more.
And you couldn't have any kids.
So, wow. Those are some strict guidelines.
Could you imagine what would happen to a company if they said that that's... I can only think of one profession that can technically do this now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What is
it? It don't involve planes.
That's amazing. Could you imagine you're just reading it, and you just don't fit those guidelines, and back then they're just like, nah, I don't fit them.
It's like, do they gotta take your height and weight at your job interview? You have to step on a scale at a job interview?
Yo.
They had to figure out if you weighed too much.
Yeah.
So, here's your job. What are your qualifications? Oh, I'm 22, I'm 5'4", and I'm 128 pounds.
Kids?
But I'm married.
Oh.
You're fired.
You almost had it.
Fired. Oh, I got married last weekend. Yeah. You're fired.
Yep, see ya.
I'm gonna have a baby. You're fired.
Just like that.
What?
Oh, man. So, it reminds me of... You saying that reminds me of that movie, Catch Me If You Can. Mm-hmm. Have you seen it? Remember how all the stewardess were, smoking hot? And that happened supposedly back in the 60s.
Yeah.
So.
It's unbelievable to me that...
Wow.
It's crazy. That's crazy.
That would definitely not fly nowadays.
Man, you're full of it today.
Maybe we should start a comedy podcast.
We should just do a pun show.
Oh, God.
Where, everything we say is a pun.
We're going to.
We'll have to script that one a little bit.
Unfortunately, we will, but...
That'd be pretty good.
That will be funny as hell. We'll just...
It'd be one whole conversation of just puns.
That's it.
Yeah.
That goes back and forth.
Right.
That makes sense.
Right, that makes sense. And that all string together correctly.
So, this is a cool little fact, living in the 60s compared to now.
Right.
So, a house cost $13,000. $13,000.
If you take what I pay for my mortgage every month...
Oh, yeah.
I would have paid that house off in less than a year.
Yeah. You would own that house. Yep. So the average income in the 60s, $5,556.
$1,000.
$5,556. Yep. That's your average.
A year.
A year. A yearly income. So rent was $115 a month. So if you were going to rent an apartment, $115.
My utilities are more than that.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, how much is your gas bill this week? $8, dude.
Yeah.
What?
Damn, I love the one.
Damn, $8.
A tuition at Harvard, $15,000. At Harvard.
It's like $100,000 like a semester now.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. A movie ticket? $1.25.
Ooh.
$1.25.
Ooh.
I don't know the concession stands back then. I'm sure they were still jacked up, right?
It can't be though, because now you go to a movie, 2 people, it's at least $10 a person.
Yeah.
$20. The way that I get snacks at the movie theater,
yeah.
I pay almost double the ticket price.
But I'm saying were snacks back then jacked up? Was it $10 for popcorn or?
No, well, so if a ticket was $125, so I usually pay $20 for tickets,
yeah,
and $40 for snacks, or maybe $35 for snacks, for me and for Jackie and I. So, if you double the ticket price back then, you're spending $250 on snacks.
Yeah, but you're only making $5,000 a year.
So it's all relative.
Gas was 30 cents a gallon.
Oh my god.
30 cents.
I remember when it hit $1 when I was a kid. My dad freaked out.
Oh, yeah.
It was $1.
And then a stamp back then was 4 cents.
4 cents. I wonder how many stamps that lady used to ship herself.
Stupid lady. I can't believe her. So what is a stamp now? It's got to be $1, right?
No, I think it's 50 something cents.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Either way.
I'm pretty sure it's 50 something cents now.
So yeah, back then, living,
Living different.
super cheap. I guess the older we get, just the more expensive.
Yeah,
everything gets.
Yeah. It just keeps going up.
Oh my God, it's ridiculous. So yeah, that is our show on the 1960s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a good throwback. Definitely stay tuned because it's 55 cents now.
55 cents.
55 cents. So it really hasn't gone up that much.
Yeah. Stamps.
It's like a penny a year.
People are just like, do. Bills paid. I don't need a stamp.
I don't remember the last time I used a stamp to mail a letter, not from jail.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
Mine's been, I don't know. I just got hip to the online thing, so.
Just got hip.
Well, I just didn't.
Just got hip to it.
I didn't really trust,
Yeah.
the internet. And speaking of this. Speaking of terms, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Popular terms in the 60s?
No.
Okay. I'll just.
Let's see if I can.
A couple of them.
See if I can get them.
All right, so far out. Yo, that's far
Cool.
out.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yo, I had a gas.
Farted.
Fun.
Fun.
That was a gas.
Oh,
I don't know.
not farted.
No.
It's farted now.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
had a
See how it
gas.
switches?
I had a gas. Excuse me.
Yo, we gotta beat feet.
What?
Beat
Not like
feet.
a fetish.
You would think, probably back then. We gotta leave quickly.
Oh, beat feet. Yeah.
A blast. I think. Do people still use that sometimes?
Yeah.
I had a blast, man. Bug out. People use that. Catch me some rays.
Yeah.
Still know that.
Yeah.
This one's funny. What's your bag? Like I would say that to you.
What's my bag?
Yeah. What's your bag?
I don't have a bag.
That's like, what's your problem?
What?
I know.
Why don't they just? What's your bag?
Yeah.
That's weird.
This
If somebody walked up
the
to me,
60s though.
if somebody walked up to me and was like angry and like, bro, what's your bag?
Yeah.
I'd be like, the fuck are you talking about?
I'd be like, I have a nut
It's
bag.
a Jansport.
What?
Right? He'd be like, what'd you just call me? Be like, my bag is a Jansport.
Yeah.
It's a book bag.
Do people still use the fuzz?
No.
Yo, the
nobody
fuzz
uses
is coming.
the fuzz.
And then this
I wonder
is-
why they call the fuzz.
I don't know. Like the whole beginning of that?
Yeah, like where that came from.
I don't know, but this one was probably my favorite out of all of them. Foam domes.
I'm not sure what foam dome means.
Yeah.
I promise you it's not anything that I'm thinking of. Though.
Yeah, so these were just bras. Good old foam domes.
What a stupid term.
I love it. I want to bring that back.
You're not going to bring that back.
Not even if I tried. I couldn't bring those back. The only thing that's
People will
cool...
be asking you what your bag is.
The only thing cool about that is it just rhymes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Foam dome.
do you got that Victoria foam dome on?
Can you imagine if that stuck?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm going foam dome shopping today.
Yeah. I'm getting a sexy foam
Getting a new
dome.
foam?
Yeah. It just sounds like it can't be sexy at all.
No.
It's just a big
Foam dome. There's nothing sexy about the term foam dome.
So yes, that is our show.
That is our 60s show for you right there. If you like these throwbacks, definitely stay tuned for the rest of season 4 because we're going to be doing the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s.
Yeah.
So it'll definitely be.
Yeah. Just throw
There's
it
going to be
back.
some funky stuff.
Yeah.
For all of those decades.
Yes.
So.
But we find the fun and cool things that.
Oh yeah.
That you don't know about, kind of.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So stuff that you forgot about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or just weird stuff like that freaking cellophane.
And we're going to try to bring it back.
No, we're not. He's going to try to bring it back. I'm going to stay right here.
Foam domes, baby!
Foam domes are not sponsored by One Drink Podcast. One Drink Podcast is not the official sponsor of Foam Domes. Anyways, guys, don't forget to check out our history shows every Monday. Our full-length shows here on YouTube every single Wednesday at 6.
Yep.
And then our live shows on Facebook every other Saturday afternoon.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but from both of us at One Drink, welcome to welcome to season 4.
Yes.
We appreciate you guys. We wouldn't be here without you. Keep on keeping on. Don't forget to hit that like, follow, subscribe button. Hit that little bell so you get all the notifications every time we release a new video.
Yeah.
Catch you guys on the next one.
See ya.
See ya.